Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna teach you how to create your first Android project. In simple words, a project contains all of the files required to create and run an app. It can contain images, sounds, source code files, etc. Creating a new Android Studio project is as easy as a few mouse clicks. We will start by clicking on the Android Studio icon. Okay, let it download the required files. Note that in this step, we need to have an internet connection. Okay, select standard in this window, and you can select one of these two themes. Here's a list of files that is needed to download and install. So click on Finish button so that it can download the required files. This window displays a list of recent projects which you have opened. Since we don't have any projects yet, this area is currently empty. For now, let's start a new project by clicking on the Start a New Android Project. This window enables us to develop apps for a phone, tablet, Wear, TV, Android Auto, or Android Things. In this course, we're going to develop for smartphones and tablets. Also, by choosing empty activity, our app will have only one activity by default. However, there can be several activities within an Android app. I'll talk more about activities later. So click Next to open this window. In this window, we can configure our project. Enter my first app for the application name. You can choose any name you like for your application. This name is the name that appears with the icon in the Android main screen. In the next field, we have to select a package name for our app. A package name usually is a combination of your company website and the project name. As you may have noticed, the domain name is in reverse. If you don't have a domain name, you can choose any name. At this point, you may ask me, what's the usage of this package name? Well, the package name is also known as the application ID. The application ID is very useful in two situations. Firstly, you can't have two applications with the same application ID on your device. And secondly, the Google Play Store doesn't allow to upload apps having the same application ID. So that's why we as Android developers must assign a unique package name to each project. In the next field, you can leave the default project location setting. The location will be where your project files are stored. Its default value is fine for me, but you can choose a different project location by clicking on this icon. And here, you need to select Kotlin as the language of this project. And here is the most important thing on this window to set. The minimum API level is the minimum version of the Android OS required to run your project. This list specifies the API level supported by each version of the Android platform. For example, if you set minimum API level on API level 15, then you can develop Android apps for phone and tablets that support Android 4 and higher. The lower the version you specify, the fewer features are supported. But the more Android devices our app will support. On the other hand, the higher the version you specify, the newer features are available. For example, multi-window is a native part of Android 7. If you want your app to support multi-window feature, then you have to set the minimum SDK on API level 24. Currently, by targeting API level 24 and later, your app will run on approximately 37% of devices that are active on the Google Play Store. You can also use this page. Here you can find out information about the number of devices that visited the Google Play Store and is categorized based on the platform version, screen size, or OpenGL version. Okay. Let me select API level 21 as minimum API level. In this step, you need to be connected to the internet to download some resources from the web. After downloading the required files, the Android Studio will generate a project based on our choices from the previous windows. Okay guys, the Android Studio is set up and you can use it to develop Android apps. The only thing is left to do in this video is to change the font size. So open the settings window and change the font size and font name like this. Okay.